scores are being solved.
Good day everyone, my name is Jamie O'Brien and I will explain the mean and median. So this is our problem. A survey was conducted among MPS students. The entrance exam scores out of 180 of 40 randomly selected students before they first enroll at USC. So the following scores is 128, 139, 150, 161, and 172, etc. So that is the 40 randomly selected students na mo nilang scores. So, ang problema na ito karon is, kung saan ako pagkuha si mean. So, first, na akong gibuhat is, i-add na ako tanan, at ang frequency ani, 40 is sila kabuhok. So, i-add ako sila tanan, and then i-divide na ako sa 40 randomly selected students. That's why, ang ato ang mean is equal to 150. 150 siya, ano siya ang probability sila sa pag-divide sa 40 selected students. So, para makuha natin si median, first na buhaton is i-arrange natin siya from lowest number to highest number. So, tamang pag-arrange, ang 20th value, ang nagtag 20 is 150. So, ang sunod po niya ang 20th value ay 21, 21st value is 150 gahapon. So, nagdikit silang duha. Nagdikit silang duha. So, silang duha ako i-add. I-add ako sila, which is 300 divide 2, which is 150. So, ang ating median is 150. So, proceed tayo sa mood. So, saan pagkuha si mood? So, ang mood is the most frequent number. So, sa ang given dire sa mga scores is ang mood, ang pinakadagan is 150. So, ang ating mood direction is 150. Kaya marami pinakadagan ng 16 na sila kabuok. So, mood. So, proceed tayo sa letter B. So, which is range, variance, and standard deviation. So, first natin buhaton, saan pagkuha sa range? Which is, ang range, ang atong pagkuhaan na is highest number minus lowest number. So, ang pinaka-highest natin na number which is 172 minus lowest na 128. So, is equal to 44. So, ano siya ang atong range? So, ano siya ang range? So, proceed tayo sa variance. So, variance. So, ano yung ito ang formula, which is, this is an x minus mean and 2. So, x minus 1. So, ano ang ito ang pinatawag ng formula. So, 6,897 man, kanan ang total aning number, which is, ito ay kaning 40, with money ang kaning randomly selected students. So, 40 minus 1, given aning 1. So, 40 minus 1 is equal to 39. So, kanina yung tuha, 6,870 by 39. Malay niyo siya ang answer, 176.85. So, mana itong variance. So, proceed tayo sa standard deviation. So, saan pagkuha sa standard deviation? So, mali ang formula ha, mali formula. So, after that, imo rin siya i-copy ang variance dire. So, saan pagkuha para makuha si standard deviation? At wala siya found ang square root. So, ang square root, I mean 176.85 is equal to 13.30. So, that is mali ang standard deviation.
So, good day everyone. So, now let's go to the part C, which is the range of values that contains the middle 68% of the data. So, this uses the empirical rule, also called the 68, 95, and 99.7 rule. So, this is a fixed rule that applies only to normal distributions, or this is the red shape, which doesn't include the R data follow. So, since we are looking for the middle 68%, we only need to calculate +1 standard deviation from the mean. So, from our earlier computation, so the mean is equals for 150. So, this is the middle or the highest point of the curve. So, for standard deviation, is equal to 30.30. So, this tells us how spread the scores are. So, this is how we got the 136.7 and 163.8, as you can see in the table. So, these are the lower limit and the upper limit of the range. So, for the lower limit, this 136.7 to 163.3.
So I will explain the part B. So the problem is compute the z-score of 159 and 161 and interpret what each value indicates about their position relative to the mean. So the formula is zx minus mean divided by standard deviation. The root score of 139 is ano lang siya makakuha. So, z-score equal to 139 minus 150 divided by 13.30. So, kanina 13.30 is nakuha niya siya sa kaganina sa pag-compute of standard deviation. So, ano yung standard deviation niya nakuha? And then, 139 minus 150 is negative 11. Divided by Canadian standard deviation, 13.30. So, to get this for approximate negative 0.83. So, ano niya ang row score sa 139. So, to get the 161 is nani na siya pagkuha. This score, same na gapon yung process. 161 minus 150 divided by standard deviation na 13.30. So, equals to 11. So, 161 minus 130 is positive 11 na siya. Divided by 13.30. So, yung approximate is 0.83. So, para ma-interpret siya, so, muna yung interpretation is, so, muna siya, ang iyang row score sa 161. So, the row score of 139 is 0.83 standard deviation into the mean. And the row score of 161 is 0.83 standard deviation above the mean.
Today I will discuss that I will finding about the top 20% above and the 10% below of the theta. So first we will do the top 20% first, and this is our delta, which is we have the z-score of 0.80 and the x is equal to 161.17. So and this will be our shaded part, which is the 20% and the rest will be 2%. So this is the formula. The z-score is equal to x minus mean is divided by standard deviation. So here it is. 0.84 is equal to x minus 150 divided by 13.30. So first we'll do, we divide the 0.84 to 13.30 and we will get 11.17 and we just copy the x minus 150. So we transpose that, so bring down x is equal to 11.17 plus 150 and we will get 161.17 and that will be our x. So the value that belongs to the top 20 is 161.17 and above. So let's go to the top, the below 10%. So this will be our delta and our b-score will be negative 1.58 and our x will be 132.98. So this will be our solution. So negative 1.28 is equal to x minus 150 divided by 13.38. Let's just not begin on our top value. We'll be first dividing the first big one. So it will be negative 17.02 and we will be copying the 3. So it will be transforming it. X is equal to negative 17.02 plus 150. And if you will plug it, you will get 1 equal 1.8, and that's our x for tonight. This is 1.8. So the value that belongs to the bottom is that are 1 equal 1.8 and below.
For continuation for the part F, so the problem is determining the proportion of the students who got a score of 128 or less. So we are looking for the proportion of the students who got 128 score or less. So first is we have to compute for the z-score. So this is the formula. So our standard deviation is equal to 13.30. So this x means that it is the row score. So the problem states that we have to look for the 128 score. So 128 is minus the mean. So which is the 150. Over the standard deviation, which is the 13.30. So 128 minus 150 is equal to negative 22 over 13.30. And if you compute with this, it will equal to the negative 1.65. So the z-score is equal to negative 1.65. So to get the z-score, we have to look for the z-table with this answer. So for our calculation, we come up with the answer negative 1.65. So if we look at the z-table, negative, it will be negative 1.6. So here it is, and the remaining 0.05 is here. So the closest z-score is 0.049.47. So we come up with a z-score 0.04947, and we will multiply it with 100. So 0.04947 times 100. So it will be equal to 4.947. So the value we get from z-table is 0.04947. So we multiply it with 100 to come up with the proportion or the percent of the students who got 128 scores. So the result is 4.947%.
Is the probability that a student has score of 161 or more. So the problem uses the z-score formula to find how far 161 is the mean score of 150. So the fraction is 161 to 150 and 13.30. The computed z-score is 0.83 using the z-table. The probability of getting a score of 161 or higher is 0.2050 or about 20.33%. So let's move on to the H. Scores corresponding to z-score of 1.25. The problem finds the actual score when the z-score is 1.21. So the z equivalent fraction, the x minus 50 equivalent to 13.30. So after solving for the score is 166.625, which is approximately 167. So a student with a Z-score of 1.25 has a score of about 167.